I mean,
This is so wrong. Okay, people can see us now because, oh my god.
If you're not in our Gilded server, you should be, because you're missing out on excellent content like what we have in our channel called The Table, where we have chosen Anole's outfit for the day because the player is out.
Mm-hmm. It's a brand of it's a brand of visual assault that we hate it, but also if we don't get it at the appropriate times, we have to make our own so we can cope for the rest of the week.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
It's pretty great. You guys should really if nothing else, just join the Gilded just to check out the outfit.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's perfect.
I don't know who any of you are anymore.
I mean, I did warn you that there were going to be some changes with the new humanity level, okay?
That's right.
I mean, Humanity 4 Gangching, where you at?
On the Gilded server.
Clearly, because that's some... I want to know who the... Only the very special Bruja would have done the whole smile thing.
I'm just concerned. I'm concerned that the Kiasid is the one with the higher humanity level.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, especially the murderous cowboy too.
Every
coterie humanity level as the Kiasid.
Oh yeah.
Good. The two of you can work together and be the coteries' conscience.
I'm so sorry.
Right.
I mean,
The 100-year-old mob enforcer will be the conscience for the coterie.
That's why I said sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Which also makes you have to really worry about this person's convictions.
You're right.
For him to be a mob enforcer for even half that time and still be so high in humanity. That is both a feature, not a bug, and a problem.
I mean,
really, I was thinking it was a flex.
It's a total flex. By the way, Noli, do check out the Gilded because oh baby, oh god.
You're damaged.
You're welcome.
There's so much damage here. All I have to say is at least the hat somewhat matches the sweater. They both have green in it and yellow. Those shoes. Why?
You're welcome.
Wait, do they have a set of those that lights up?
Not that I saw. I think those are supposed to be the pseudo haute couture, but are absolutely not.
Okay, I draw
With this being World of Darkness, we can absolutely say that they're wearing a version that lights up.
No, okay, we are not doing tracker sneakers that light up at night. No, that is somebody else's stick altogether.
I mean, I think if you get the shiny robe and
hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Hear me out. Instead of actually having light up sneakers, what if Anoli just takes like the LED lights that I have, right? The ones that go on the wall, and just wraps themselves in it?
Under the shiny robe.
Under the shiny robe, and then it plays it on a rainbow setting, so it just constantly.
I'll accept it.
I won't.
Anoli's reaction on the Gilded, the shoes are choice.
It's amazing.
I don't know you guys anymore.
Hi.
Humanity 4 is a hell of a drug.
That doesn't excuse the other people here that don't have Humanity 4.
Well, I mean, okay,
everybody but me and Sai lose one humanity.
To be fair,
I've always
D-Written and I started this, so
yeah. But I do also want to say I have always said as a player I love it.
Mental note: we paraded Anoli around Roderick. This will be fine.
Nothing could go wrong.
Sure, we say this now.
go wrong.
Well,
Oh, it's too late. It already went wrong.
I mean, you're correct in this 110%.
I rolled this character. It went wrong.
Listen, we're like 5 minutes in and nobody's died yet, so I think we're off to a good start.
And that's because I haven't told you to do rouse checks.
I passed. I just rolled one.
That is a technicality.
We're back to failing.
This is a waste of a crit.
Yeah, mine was too.
Hunger 3.
Are you gonna feed at any time?
I am about to roll to feed.
All right.
I would also like to roll the feed.
Sai, you are always welcome to roll to feed because I've already got my drugs out and ready for you to
Cool.
do a thing.
Roll
I
to feed or roll to fail?
Is
So
there
the
a
answer
difference?
to your question is yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am spending willpower.
Me too. We're off to a good start.
Yes, damn you for getting them addicted to fashion drama, Onole. Damn
That
it.
is that is significantly better. I went from 2 successes to 5 successes.
Okay, cool.
Well, mine improved a little bit. I'm at 3 successes.
Oh, cool. Did you slake a whole lot or just a little bit? Where were you at in your hunger regime there, Sai?
I was only at 200.
Oh, nice. Even better. Okay, let's see what you get in the choice of Dr. Feelgood's bag of drugs.
Laudanum. The answer is laudanum.
I can't say that fucking word. God damn it.
The wheel of bad ideas.
To wheel bad ideas. Churn. Tell us the trauma that we must learn.
I was just thinking that in my head.
Trauma number 3. And the trauma of today's game is...
How pissed off can you get a special Bruja and a Kia set while dealing with 2 vampires at Humanity 4 and a wheeling ass cowboy?
If at first you don't succeed, the Bruja will murder you.
I mean, that tracks.
It's sketchy. I like it.
Okay, hold on.
Seems rather direct, don't you think? Quite.
In
Yikes!
season 2, if at first you don't succeed, the Bruja's acid's up in your door.
I mean, not wrong. That works too.
To be fair, the Bruja got into a punching contest with a Crino.
Olivia did not fix that dent, by the way.
Do you love me, Sai?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing though?
I'm good.
Feeling?
What's your roll, Junie?
You feeling it?
What am I feeling?
Are you
Am I
feeling
supposed
it,
to be
Mr.
feeling
Crab?
things?
I don't
Oh,
think it's peyote.
it's not peyote.
Oh, joy.
That just leaves so many other options.
You're you know that lovely fun stuff that people like to take that is an upper, also known as methamphetamine.
Oh, joy. Joy.
How much?
Joy.
Give me a minute. Rolling percentage dice. This is how I've learned how to roll so well in Delta Green and in
Call of Cthulhu?
yeah. So you're really gonna be in a happy place.
Oh, yeah, my.
79%.
Oh, God.
Question: At what
Okay.
Made me
point do
sitting
the
in front of
thing?
you today.
At what point do the things start falling out because it's meth?
A couple hundred years of using it.
Oh, I was thinking a percentage. Okay.
No. The vampires are rather resilient.
I mean, strictly speaking, like, they won't, because physically, at the beginning of every night, they reset back to the state that they were in
Yep.
on the night of their embrace. a lot. It's like with the exception of any chain modifications that are made to them through Thin Blood Alchemy or Vicissitude.
Profane Hyroscamos.
It's a thing, yo.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Hell of a drug.
So, how are you guys all doing? Having fun?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now here's the thing. Who's in Hammond and Gary at this moment, or anywhere near there? Or has anyone been doing any research on them?
Morgan would have been popping down regularly. I think he's still staying in his manor, but you know he would go down, patrol the area, check up on projects. I think that church that he bought is still being restored.
Mm-hmm. Did you say you're doing it too?
With Charles being the Bruja Primogen, then yeah, he would be like doing kind of at least once a night patrols around the area.
Okay, I have turned around in world building ideas for you guys to get a sense of Gary, Hammond, and East Chicago. I have pictures there for all three places. Also, down in Gary, there is also where it's labeled the 72. Remember those 72 chitlins you guys found? They were gently tucked away in the Indiana University Northwest, and I also have the campus circled and a picture of the campus as well. Put there so you guys can take a look at that at your perusal. Being that Charles is down in Gary and all of that area, lovely place, you're going to be dealing with a bunch of anarchs because East Chicago is right there, and that is Anarchville for the most part. Gary also is a mixture of anarchs and Camarilla. You've got the local baron, Anita, trying to curtail as much as she can with the anarchs. But you also have the Vanguard, a can-based group that's been egging on the anarchs to push on to things as they are moving quite quickly, trying to clear it out on the behalf of Maxwell. And then you're also dealing with East Chicago when they're trying to filter in towards Chicago and trying to come down to collectively put people into place. So I think with that going on, are you going to be talking to the other people at some point?
I mean, yeah, you would let them know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy would probably actually be staying near the casino, since it's kind of like seems to be that midpoint in Gary and Hammond. So probably somewhere around there. Just
Charles.
since he's trying to keep some domain over this while Ozzy's gone.
Yeah, you don't know where Ozzy went again. He kind of disappears.
He fucked off. He does that. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Charles would be hanging around the university more, like just because 72.
Brand new kids coming out to play.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a problem.
You will know that the lady has been coming by. She is a La Sombra that has been moving around and trying to help and tutor as much as she can. Also, I'm going to invite you guys to go to Game Art, and the top woman, Lucy Restaurant, has been seen around there too, looking for somebody, but she never really says who.
I'm not seeing where this stuff is. Are we still on?
It's gilded. If you go down to the VTM group, you'll see Game Art, and then you'll see World Building Ideas. Do you see that there?
I do not.
In the RPG table on Gilded.
And it'll be under the VTM symbol.
I don't see a VTM symbol.
So if you're looking under the RPG table, it's the third one down.
Let me see if he's got the tags. Give me a second.
Oh, he might not have the tags, yeah.
I'm slow because
I'd be very
potato.
surprised if he doesn't have the tags because I have the tags.
He doesn't have the
He
tag.
does not have the tags.
Color me surprised.
Tenari does. But
Yeah, I was about to say, Tenari does, everyone else does. He's the only one I don't
We're sorry, Deerin.
Oh man, this should have been our opportunity. Like, plot behind the Venture's back. Come on, guys.
I'm trying
New
to.
to Tenari.
Probably because he popped in at the end of last season.
Oh, it's probably who?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. There we are. Let's see if I can do this. VTM. Ah, there we are. Try it now. I just gave you the tag for VTM.
Okay, so I see some game art. Okay.
Okay, so the game art. You're going to see a lot of game art now.
This
Yeah.
makes some things make some more sense.
Mhm.
Oh wait, now that you actually get to see people.
Yeah. Keep going, oh, game art. And I'm like, where?
Several hours later, I can actually name everyone now. And then you're gonna see the world building ideas.
Okay, so is the map hub thing out of date now?
No, I put Gary and Hammond in East Chicago in its own section for the moment because I didn't have time this week to add on to it. But I decided while I was waiting for maintenance and being I wasn't trying to burn down my apartment, might as well put things to good use and put this all up so you guys can see what's going on.
Thank you.
So you see where the world is and where we're trying to fuck it up even more now. And also there are several other people in that game art that you may or may not know, and you can then turn around and flip back and forth and everything like that.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know that we talked about not nuking Chicago,
Oh boy.
but what about Gary and Hammond? It's not Chicago.
Do you understand how nukes work?
I'm asking for a friend.
Who's your friend? Because they sound really fucking demented.
If
I
Ozzy
mean,
doesn't
there's
start
this guy
showing up, if Ozzy doesn't start showing up to run his own crap again, the nuke is overkill.
Listen, at this point, Tommy's left with two options with Morgan in this nuke situation. Either he says, go ahead, nuke the fucking place, or he kills Morgan. Those are his options.
Either of those would be amazing.
I'm not sure that's gonna work.
One of those would then being hunted by a squirrel for the rest of your life.
I mean, I'm.
I foresee a special
World doesn't
group
like
having a problem with it as well. So.
I mean, not just that. I mean, there are
Or,
people.
counter offer, put Morgan, send him on a vacation to his own private fucking island in the middle of the sea, and then send him a nuke.
And by
Two birds
send,
with
we
one
mean drop.
stone. Right, exactly. Two birds with one stone.
Yeah. Send him a nuke. At speed.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
It's all of a sudden this big huge cloud comes up and it's like, oh, Morgan got to his island right over there.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hey, Morgan got his package. I hope he liked it.
We just
You know,
know how much
so-
he loves nukes, so you know.
Question. Hang on. So, with the rules as written, with Flesh of Marble, would that be a problem?
I mean,
Yes.
how many times can you activate Flesh of Marble before the nuclear reaction stops going off? is the
They're
question.
very quick. A turn is a few seconds, right?
Yes, but also a nuke lasts for a bit. That kind of explosion doesn't just happen instantly.
I'll tell you this. The rate of how quickly you can pop your flesh and marble to how quickly that you become not only disintegrated, made into ash, and trying to repopulate your flesh and marble. I mean, it's... Yeah, no.
Listen, okay, here's the solution to that. He really needs a rest, so we're gonna send him to that island with a stake in his chest.
Actually, if you can arrange buyers who are willing to pay him sufficient amounts of boons, he will absolutely trade away the nukes at this point. Because the thing that he wanted to use them for has already happened, so he doesn't need them anymore. So, Tommy, would you like to buy a reasonably priced nuke?
No. Absolutely.
Do you know anybody who
not.
does? Maybe
No,
that Rev
absolutely
guy.
fucking not.
So do you want to buy a nuke?
No.
We have it really on sale. So while you are waking up and you have roused and Tommy's kind of pale.
He needs to sell some nukes.
It's
Or
really
maybe
cheap.
not.
Just a couple hundred new.
Why do I play this game?
Because you love us. That's the thing. You love us. So with what I've just said in store, besides the sounds the whole new conversation, what's everyone doing tonight?
Morgan probably would be heading down to Gary and Hammond to patrol.
Tommy.
Come back to me.
Who are you now? Malachi. Sorry. I read that.
Well, excuse me. Way I figure, he went out to hunt. He got that taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Just another mugging gone wrong.
I hate when those happen.
Yeah. Nobody died. Nobody died, but also nothing was taken, and the person that he was mugging just ended up a bit beat up.
Just a touch. Just a scratch. Charles.
And
Oh, sorry. Were you done?
and now he's heading to wherever you need him, storyteller.
Gotcha. Charles, what you doing?
Probably going to find the group at some point, just after having done a patrol of Gary.
Have you actually set up quiet night somewhere in Gary?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you recruiting or are you starting to just get a feel of the land?
Hasn't started recruiting yet. He's basically moved people from New Orleans and New York there for the initial group, and then we'll start recruiting once, it's kind of a foothold established.
All right. And Tanari, what's Melody doing?
Getting into Morgan's hair.
Figuratively or literally?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is cool. We can deal with this.
Morgan will gently pull the squirrel out of his hair and, arm under it like a cat and just pet the squirrel.
Tommy, are we coming back to you?
Yeah, okay, so Tommy's been super distracted by some bullshit lately, so he wants to know what's been going on in Gary Hammond while he's been distracted. So he's gonna use his, information channels to gather as much information as he can about what's been going on the last couple weeks in the area.
Anarchs and Cam, as always, going on. No one's actually getting a foothold on either or, but it looks like the Cam vanguards that were working with Maxwell have been pushing a bit more. And from what you've heard, the Anarchs are just trying to regroup and keep their hold in Gary. But word has come over to Mel Davis over in East Chicago, which is literally a hop, skip, and a jump away. So people are worried that the Anarchs over there might turn around and come in and assist in Gary. Charles has found all of this out. I'm sure he's reported back to you on this or has in some way communicated this to you. You know where Maxwell is, and he hasn't lifted a finger to stop any of it.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you also know that what Maxwell has in his parlor. And then you also know about Anita trying to keep base and keep things even keel in Gary. Hammond is just kind of like that kid sister kind of city that, you know, everyone kind of just says, oh yeah, I'm here and not worried about it. But at the same time, it's that feasible highway between both Anarch territories and trying to cause a little bit of problems to the Cam as well.
Got it. And we haven't really done anything here to solidify our hold on it, so we need to do that.
You've got one church being fixed up because of what Morgan did. You have one kind of building bought by Ozzy, and then you've stuck the 72 in a university, which I put into Gilded for you.
There was also initially what we had done with the 72 before they moved to the university is Morgan had bought a apartment complex, which, I mean, we could just say that's near the university.
I'd say it's a dorm.
Okay.
Because it gives everyone a kind of central ground to be on.
Cool.
And from what you can tell, you've heard the lady has gone in and educated at times, gone in and out as per her word. As you guys know about the recent threat on her life, she's been kind of laying low, but quietly going in between when she can. And then, of course, you've heard about this woman walking around trying to find somebody, but not finding them just yet. Other than that, standard day-to-day. Anita has not been trying to get into your hair. She's been trying to quell and keep everything calm and controlled. But again, the vanguards are trying to push their ground a bit more. What would you like?
This woman who's been looking around for someone. Any word on where she's been looking or how she might be located?
She has looked around the university. She has looked around some key areas. She's even gone into Elysium.
What does she look like?
She's in the game art.
Okay, but Morgan's able to get a description. Okay.
She wears rather avant-garde clothing. Almost like art pieces, like what Nanoli does, but tasteful.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of new artwork. Which one am I looking at?
The latest one, Lucy Westera.
Okay.
You're actually going to file an overlay in the same file with something described as tasteful.
No. Lucy wears something tasteful.
Has she given any? Has she left anyone a way to contact her, or who's she been asking about? You know, can he give any accounts of what she's looking for or how to get in touch with her?
Oh, she's been leaving messages that she is looking for a. She's gotten word that somebody's been looking for her as a student. And people have been saying that people have been noticing how she is, and she's rather aloof and relaxed.
Okay. Has she left any like way?
Yes, there's been a pager number or just a regular number.
Okay. Morgan will send a text to that number,
Hmm.
just saying, "Hi, I'm local. I heard you're searching for someone. Um, just trying to see what's going on."
Okay. And she'll say that she's around the university if you're interested in talking.
Sure. Morgan will head to the university.
Okay.
Rather than having Penny's drive, he's probably driving. He's probably got a Jeep that he's driving, and I mean Penny's allowed to tag along if she wants, or he might make another arrangement if that's what she prefers.
Who else is around the university?
I'm assuming the squirrel's with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, squirrel's in his pocket.
Charles would be around the university.
Okay. So I've got 3 players at the university. Tammy, have you made it down there yet?
I guess so, probably.
No, you got to prevent your standings.
Yeah.
Hey, you've got 72 potential new customers / assistants.
/ fodder?
Assistants.
Right. Same thing.
All right. I've put a collection of. Wait, it's unable to look. Okay. I put a collection of what you'd see Lucy in on and off. Enjoy the haute couture. That's slightly tasteful. But as you guys all come together, probably around the dorm room of the 72, or at least that's what everyone seems to call it now. Do you guys need any conversations while the Starborn are telling us what's going on?
The 72 is actually a pretty catchy name. I think that if I get like an undersized cafe with just that name and only partially finish out the inside, and we could probably turn that into some kind of high-priced hot spot.
Not a bad idea.
You do get several people coming in and out of that building that are normally supposed to be there. You can tell the 72 because the idea of having a special pin, a collector's pin, and they have to wear it just to make sure people know that they're in and out. Plus, they've got badges because I'm sure Quiet Night would be instituting a badge system to get in and out of that specific building.
Yeah.
So if you guys are all meeting, around the conference room, just inside that building, do you guys have any conversations?
Morgan can't understand Melody, so he's just gonna stick a hand in his pocket and scratch her ears if she's in squirrel form.
I'm imagining Charles just kind of making a report to Morgan about, hey, these are the things that have been going on,
Man's gonna come back with a glittered fingernail at some point.
I mean, not wrong. Most people, when they see the squirrel, kind of like move as far away as they can. Especially certain ones that got glittered that, Millie would remember. They will, scurry on very, very quickly.
Thanks for the update, Charles. Yeah, I've been patrolling down here as well. Things seem to be going better than I expected, so.
Sue
Sure,
at the
the other-
Anarchs do.
Yeah. I'm sure the other shoes, due to drop some. Really? Did you have to glitter my nail?
She's got chitter at him.
Roll his eyes, scratch her ears.
Carrie, one of the 72 will come by and kind of give you all a wave and go, haven't seen you guys in a bit. Are things good? I mean, I've seen him, and she'll point to Charles. But things good? I've heard you guys bouncing around a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. You doing all right?
As to be expected.
Well, how about a penny tour? I bought this place and had it fixed up a little bit, but haven't been back since.
Oh God. Sure. Okay, yeah. Well, we kind of divided everyone into... You guys call them clans, right?
Yeah.
Right. Mr. McCabe has been, like, keeping us in kind of, like, groups to understand the flow of things. And, some of us are trying to... I understand, kids. Sorry. They're really trying to understand and hone themselves. We're trying to get a basement. We're trying to get a basement to actually get people to practice everything and all that.
I imagine we can set that up. Morgan will make a note on his phone, send a text to Penny to see if she can help out with that, and go from there.
Yeah. We're also trying to make sure that we're doing stuff here. Is there anything you needed us to do, Mr. McCabe? I mean, like, not roam around, but kind of like walk around with purpose?
Have there been any problems around the university?
Well, outside and close to. We're getting stopped more often.
Stopped by who?
These guys in pickup trucks. They got a weird ass kind of flags and crests and such.
That wasn't Reddit. No, what's Reddit?
Tell you what, hey, you remember that girl who's doing the training with the Morgan will kind of look around to make sure there's no humans in earshot or surveillance devices obviously recording it. And I'm assuming that's gonna be a wits awareness roll.
Mm-hmm.
Sight.
Yeah.
Flat 3, just to see if he's being observed.
You know you are. There's cameras about.
Okay. The people who were hosting you before, when you didn't have the dorm, the girl who sparred with them and was able to get rough enough to have an impact on them.
Yeah.
Remember her?
Mm-hmm. The guru guys.
Watch what you're saying, and he'll kind of tip his head towards one of the cameras that's around.
Oh, yeah, one of the Gurrs.
Fair enough. why don't you grab her and any friends that she might spar with or might do okay with her, and round them up, and we'll go see what's up with these guys in trucks. Who's gonna stop it now?
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of stuff from in the city of Gary, but from us, we've been trying to just kind of keep things quiet and chill.
What's
I
the
got
symbol
you.
look like?
I'm sorry, what?
What's the symbol look like?
Oh, it's kind of like, oh god, now I'm trying to think. Well, they've got like an inverted A with a circle on it, but it's slashed out and it's got kind of like this white kind of brick on it. But we just call it the white dick. Because we think they're being a dick?
Okay.
And are they just stopping you as like students, or are they stopping you because you're,
That we
like us?
Yeah, the latter.
Right. Those anarch chuckle fucks just made my list of things to do today.
They're more chanting, they're more talking to us and saying that we're on the wrong side. They think we're the anarchs.
Doesn't change my mind.
Round them up. Round up the girl who likes to spar and any of her friends who like to do the same, like I asked. And then we'll all go over there and chat together just to work this out.
Junie, to know exactly what that symbol is, wits and streetwise.
Wits and streetwise, or if you need wits, occult, and add your cam status. Because a multiple of ways you can find out what these mean.
Wits.
Because who doesn't like to rouse wits?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's rouse wits.
Flat 3.
We're burning willpower early tonight.
I mean, if you don't build willpower, you're not doing it right.
I don't have much to start with.
So Tanara gets a
That's
3.
better.
5 on
Crit
wits and
5.
streetwise.
Okay.
Crit 5.
Okay. Tanari, Melanie knows the differences between, an anarch symbol being crossed out. But the white kind of building is more representative of the tower. It's literally straight rectangle with like 3 blocks on top that's to represent a kind of castle. And it's stamped on 4 corners. For the 5 and the crit 5, this is trying to piss off Anita and several other Anarch Bruja by saying that the tower or the Camarilla is here, and they're going to try and pull them out and push them out. And they assume that the 72 are Anarch.
Ah.
This
Cool.
is
They might be if somebody had bothered to bring them up.
and
So
these are the vanguards. They're starting to push into your guys' area. And they are loyal to Maxwell. Who, ironically enough, he's a Bruja. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to call Eric.
Go check on that concerning noise in the other room.
Charles
So-
is going to wait to hear what Morgan's going to be doing because he's the prince. And
Wait.
Morgan's the
oh no, wait,
sheriff.
Morgan's the sheriff.
Okay,
Tommy's the seneschal.
which one's the prince? I forget.
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Okay, Ozzy's the prince.
And Ozzy's just kind of, right now doing Lasombra Ozzy things.
These things happen.
Yes.
But no, I mean, again, Primogen, sheriff. The sheriff is the one who decides any military problems. So,
Sheriff is starting with a phone call to Eric, who is the contact that Maxwell gave him to interface with. And we'll just make a phone call and see if he picks up.
Mm-hmm.
Much like any college campus, this one has squirrels, yes?
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
I see. So I'm probably climbing up a tree to ask questions. Kind of weird shit they may or may not have seen.
This is fair.
Girls see a lot of shit.
I mean, you're not wrong.
What is that? What's an awareness?
No, to find squirrels, yes. What's an awareness? Absolutely.
And let's talk to them, but yeah, either way.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Good God. Crit 7.
Oh, you see shit tons of squirrels. I mean, squirrels upon squirrels upon squirrels upon grand squirrels. I mean, you see generations of squirrels all over this fucking place. There are so many squirrels here, they probably have covered and encased this place far better than Charles's eyes could ever see, and far more than what Morgan could ever hop, leap, and jump to see. Hell, you've probably even found the magical tree where all the squirrels go into so they can have this meeting down underground.
That tree is there?
You never know.
Okay.
It's a
Hashtag.
magical tree. It changes places.
I'm just gonna do it a hashtag fake bullshit. Charles knows exactly what I mean on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So as you go and you find all of these squirrels, what are you going to do?
Sorry, the earbud was not being nice to me. I'm going to ask what they've seen and what they know about where these trucks keep going.
Well, they've seen a lot. I mean, from the last football game and the last couple of games that have been played on fields to watching students study and do things and then do illegal things. And, oh, yeah, those trucks. They almost ran over Gertrude the other day, but we had a rattling of the nuts, and we may or may not have put nuts in their guns. But nobody really noticed. This is fine. They also have said, they've seen, more, ironically enough, you've seen more of deer and such moving in and out, which is kind of ironic for this time of year. Also, more trucks, not enough nuts to stuff into things. However, Peter decided to turn around and bounce off of one of their heads, and they could have sworn something was rattling around, but they weren't quite sure. Oh, by the way, you do meet somebody who tells you hi. They know who you are in particular, and they tell you that people are wanting to see you up in Northwest, in Northwestern.
People or squirrels?
Oh, this one's a puka.
Oh, okay, so Fae are vampires that want to see me.
Mm-hmm. You know who wants to see you. To come at your
Okay,
leisure
so-
for a report. Because pukas,
Yeah,
they're
I'm gonna find
everywhere.
Morgan. I'm gonna find Morgan. I'm going to pull the itty bitty notebook out of my purse again and relay what I've heard and the fact that I'm gonna have to go see Queen Elizabeth.
So I'm assuming Wits and awareness to be able to see the tiny notebook and what's written on it?
Probably
Because-
yes.
Hey. Look. Which one's better?
Bestial Crit 5.
Oh yeah, you're so hyper focused. Your eyes are like literally right there. You are really hyper focused on this.
Okay, do you want company? To the squirrel.
Shake her head. I'm good.
Be safe. Pat on the head.
Tommy. So what were you not filled on, or what don't you think you were filled on? I was reading the message and I just want
So
clarification.
I'm pretty sure that there was a goal a while back that there was a meeting that was supposed to take place between Ozzy and Maxwell. I don't know if that ever came to fruition. I don't know whatever came of that, or I don't remember.
There was supposed to be a meeting, but that never happened because
Okay.
Ozzy kind of disappeared.
Got it. I was trying to fill in the gaps in my mind.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, has it just been so long that I forgot, or did it never happen in the first place?
From my point, no, it didn't, because people kind of disappeared and people got jobs and like
That's fair.
yeah.
I just couldn't recall.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you're good. There is still that opening for a meeting, from what I recall. If somebody wanted to take that, being that you have, two brawlers like literally in the same room as you.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was asking if that meeting had ever happened, because I didn't really want to, but I found it probably.
Meanwhile, we're going to jump
Yeah.
over to Malachi getting a message stating that he needs to turn around and handle Anita. Which would
Alright.
which would bring him into Gary as well.
Looks like he's going to Gary.
And you've got messages. Has anyone messaged Malachi that you guys are all in Gary?
Morgan would keep him updated on a regular basis, especially if he goes anywhere with Melody. He's not going to abscond with Melody without making sure that Malachi knows where they're going and how to get a hold of them.
All right. Well, with that information in mind, he'll send, in reply to that, a thumbs up emoji. And then he will head out to Gary to see what he can see about Anita Wainwright.
Okay. Are you going to that bookstore?
That would be my first guess, yeah.
Okay. Anyone else going out from where they're at?
Morgan's still trying to get that call with Eric.
Okay. You'll get an answer on the third ring. It sounds a pleasant woman saying that he is currently out, but definitely can take a message and schedule a meeting when you need.
Just politely tell her that this is Morgan Daly calling, looking to try to clear up any misunderstandings about goings on in the area of the university, and would like to chat about that at his earliest convenience to ensure that there's that everything continues to run smoothly.
Oh, the secretary will say, well, right now he's on patrol in Gary. I don't have exact coordinates. He hasn't radioed in yet, but he's
When
right.
he does, can you let him know that I'm at the university?
Oh. Sure. The last time I saw them, give me a minute. And she's gonna pull up a map, like I'm about to do right now, because yay. Because I have to find out streets. She's gonna say, you remember the old place where Nita was, that strip mall. She'll simply go. These were the cross streets he was at. That border area. Because she
I'll
really
head that way.
okay.
If you're able to get into contact with him, please let him know that I'm coming.
I will let you know.
Good to talk to you. Have a good evening.
You too.
Morgan will hang up and provide the location that he was just given and the fact that Eric is on patrol down here, and he'll try and arrange transport for any of the coterie that's still with him. He will also send a text to Melody letting her know where they're going. And also any of the 72 that were rounded up because they're good at sparring, he will try to arrange transport for them as well and bring them along.
Has Charles tested any of these kids in sparring yet, or is he kind of letting them just become what they want to become before putting them through tests and trials and such?
Yeah, he's waiting to see how they'll actually turn out, because otherwise it's just a waste of time.
No, that's fair. Thought I'd ask.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Morgan had arranged for some testing for all of them before they got, as a part of getting them out of the forest.
Testing has gone as well as one could expect from Garou trying to pass these people over to Kindred, because they don't know Kindred quality.
Right, but Morgan would have worked with Trisha at the time and Ozzy to get a handle on who everyone was and what their capabilities were.
Well, Ozzy's been kind of preoccupied, and Trisha
Okay.
has been. No, I'm letting you know. Is that Ozzy's been preoccupied, as we all know. Trisha's been doing what she can, but she's not the expert.
Well, no, I'm bringing this up because one of Morgan's goals at the time was to do that. So he would have put some work into it. Of course, he's young, he's not very experienced, so what that's worth.
Okay. So you're going to keep Carrie and 4 others that do know that they're qualified at least. To at least try and not die as quickly as breathing.
Morgan's gonna, herd everybody into a private area and just be like, look, I think we may be able to avoid a fight here, so don't start anything that you don't have to. But if you do, stay together, watch each other's back, watch my back, I'll do the same for y'all, and we'll just get out and get everybody back here as soon as we can.
Okay. While you guys are all getting up and getting going, how is Malachite handling?
Well, first of all, he is going to ask Maggie, who mechanically he recently picked up as a 3-dot Mala, so he can continue to use her for information.
Makes sense.
He has asked her if she has any pertinent information on Anita Wainwright,
Mm-hmm.
especially concerning things that could be used to tempt her and or threaten her.
Tempt her. Get her original Baron back. But didn't you see him already staked? Also, get her out of there. If they can all connect in East Chicago, why not? She will give the rundown of Anita from what she has found on the internet and from what she knows in her own personal understanding working with Augusta.
That second set of information, I feel, is going to have the far better information.
Mm-hmm. She'll bring up the fact of what Anita's done, what she tried to do, how she's been trying to keep the peace, but with Maxwell's vanguards in play, it's very difficult. They've been trying to keep that area kind of a neutral territory, but some weird-ass Lasombra had declared praxis. Those Lasombra.
That was another meeting that never happened. That should have happened if I remember correctly as well.
Yeah. There were a lot of meetings that should have happened, but they didn't. Mm-hmm. And, you know, now it's time to find out what to do now about it.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like the things that could be used to tempt her would be passage out of Gary.
Mm-hmm.
And or the location of Juggler.
Yeah, what you happen to know.
Oh yes, I absolutely do know that, but I'm not leading with that. Fuck that. But I'm not leading.
I mean, you're not wrong. And Anita will give you actually a couple coordinates of a couple buildings that could be easily taken care of in East Chicago that could probably handle her bookstore. And whatever any things are behind that bookstore, that who knows?
Who knows indeed. Well.
So while you are heading to Gary and everyone else is heading to Anita's, Melody, on your way hopping out the door, that Pook is waiting for you to take you. You're muted. Sorry! I can't control your hardware through here.
She'll follow the puka.
It doesn't take long. It's really a hop, skip, and a jump into a portal. And you end up at the court. I mean, you're outside. And he just looks at you going, are you sure you want to go in this, or do you want to go into normal form?
I go in as a squirrel all the time. Should I not?
It's up to you. I didn't know if you wanted to be a squirrel or not. Okay. And the doors will open. And it's the big-ass court that you remember. Actually, they're having a party right now. And there's some dancing. And moving about. Everyone's having a jovial good time.
Okay.
And they're just winning. They're having fun and everything. Once everyone sees you, people start getting quiet and moving away from you to give you that chance to go up.
Yeah, I'll head straight up for Elizabeth.
And she'll smile and extend her hand out.
Hop right up there.
And she'll ask you, how are you doing? And how are things going? She's asking you for a report.
To my knowledge, they're going well so far. I'm being forcefully educated in how to be a vampire now because I did some stupids. But other than that...
What did you do?
Apparently there's rules about turning into a human or a squirrel in the company of certain people in certain places that I did not know.
That can be a problem. Have you learned more about their plans?
I've mostly learned that their plans are very complicated, well hidden, and somebody's plans include screwing with my head. So I've kind of had to lay low while I discover information that I can.
Your
They're
head.
Malkavians. Sorry?
Ah. Would you like help with that?
What's that?
Hmm?
That sounds fantastic. I just didn't know you had the power to handle something like sun.
We have the power to handle a lot of things.
I know no one who's going to shed me tears if we lose sun.
Are you talking
Blood, maybe.
about the Malkavian Primogen?
Yes, he's apparently hunting me.
Let him.
Let him hunt me.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have people right behind you every step of the way.
Okay, but if he gets his hands on me, I'm eating him.
Oh, by all means. He's a waste of breath. He might not taste very good, from what I understand. Most Malkavians don't.
And I haven't bit a Malkavian yet. The Lasombra don't taste good.
Why would you suck on the abyss?
I didn't suck on him. I bit him so he'd let go. Some coterie members and I have a bit of a love-hate relationship. Emphasis on hate, not the point.
Indeed. Well, we do need you to get in a little bit further into court. We do need to understand some of the plans, because they're abiding by our treaty, but they are trying to move above and around. I want to see if I can skirt off and buy more land so they can't bother us.
I'll see what I can find out.
Please. That would be fantastic.
I've probably learned enough by now to get in to hear things without being seen.
Oh, good. That's an important one. And do learn more so we can understand them a bit more in a way that we can slightly outrun them. Words matter, it seems, and we want to make sure we're wording things correctly when we bind them into contracts.
I'll see what I can do.
Mm-hmm. That would be fantastic. I mean, it's not like we don't live forever either.
Fair. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Keep vigilant. Do visit us more often. We do miss you.
Be sure to let my babysitter know.
Oh, yes. He'll be more than welcome here if he needs to be. I've heard he took to being enchanted quite well.
Roderick? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was all the talk. Now we have a 9-point presentation about how to enchant Toreadors. So if you do need anything, let us know. I will make sure I assign some people to you. They'll be on their way shortly. You won't see them, I promise you.
I should go figure out what Morgan has figured out then, because he's also working on discovering what the plans are.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. If you need anything else, you can stay, or if you need to go, we'll send you right back.
I should go back.
Okay.
Thank you very much, though.
You are welcome. We look forward to your next visit.
I'll take my leave there and head back to Morgan.
And, of course, you're there with, actually, as Tommy, Charles, and Morgan are driving into Gary, you know, Melody just kind of pops into his lap.
Oh, hi.
pet.
I'm gonna hop off his lap and turn human so I can actually flipping talk to him and relay that Mary Elizabeth would like to find out what the hell too.
Okay, well, I'd be happy to work with her.
She's also told me to let Sun hunt me. They're going to, how did she put it? Discreetly have me followed by Faye to eat him, murder him, various other things if he manages to catch me.
Well, perhaps we need to go for coffee later.
Okay. Where are we going?
Right now we're going to meet up with a patrol of, I believe, Maxwell's Vanguard, and just work out some misunderstandings so that they know what's going on in the area, and so do we. No sense fighting amongst ourselves when there's other people who need it.
Okie dokie.
And you're getting
Probably
closer.
going,
Mm-hmm. Sorry, go
going
ahead.
back in the pocket. I'm probably going back in the pocket.
Okay. And as you guys get closer, Malachi has already parked and is heading towards the bookstore. We're gonna give Roderick a little bit of time, or Malachi a little bit of time before you guys show up. But I am gonna state that where you got, mind you, this is like a shoehorn kind of strip mall. So you've got the parking off on here, and then you've got three sides, kind of making it a small university campus. What you guys will eventually be driving into, and what Malachi has driven into, is these big monster trucks. Not the monster trucks, but, you know, the legal-sized monster trucks. Some of them are in the parking lot. Some of them have crossed into the campus. Two of them are like kind of like this towards the door. So they're trying to block people going into the bookstore. Now, humans are not exactly about right now. Because we're gauging it's at about 11 o'clock-ish or so. Most of the stores, except for the bookstore, are closed.
Well, that's all right. Even if they were there, we could absolutely not find a way around that.
Mm-hmm.
They already don't like messing with me to begin with. What with, obviously being a predator. So if I also mix in a bit of the don't, any humans that are around will most certainly not be bothering me and wasting my time.
That's fair.
So that's what I'm going to do as I walk in.
Okay. So you've got Dawned up. You have several people that are moving back from you, but are clearly not overly afraid of you.
Well, the point ain't for him to necessarily be afraid of me so much as they don't want to be around me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll accept that.
Okay. And you'll see two guys at the door that do move away because they're not. They have guns, but they're not trying to actively do any shooting or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll.
It's not like that's a fight they'd win anyway.
That's fair. And they will move out of the way for you to go in.
Look at the door handle. Has that thing been warded since the last time I was here?
No, it is not. It's for the public,
Alright.
so it would be kind of hard to do business if a door was warded. Just
It would just have to be warded against kindred to be a problem for me.
Yeah.
Humans could still pass through it, no problem.
I wouldn't know, Siobhan.
Alright. Well, it's not a problem. I will walk in.
And you see several people around the cash wrap, kind of just milling about. You see a couple people where she normally sits, And you hear the slight arguing in the back room, where you may or may not have remembered where somebody decided to call in all of nature into this very store.
I distinctly remember that night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk up to that room. I'll just lean up against it, grab a random book off the shelf of... What's this book called? Mother? That's a weird name. Whatever. And I'll just pretend to read it.
Mm-hmm.
While, using heightened senses to listen in on whatever's going on the other side of that door.
You hear some shouting about, this is my territory. I've had it for longer than you guys have existed. You hear claims of, well, the tower's right, and you need to be a part of it. You hear a whole bunch of, I need to know where Juggler is, and you have him. I know you do. There's some allegations of, shall we say, causing fights, not respecting domain, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then, oh so gently, like really gently, it's almost like, soft, gentle, you hear being somebody slammed into a door. And that door is a door that leads into the place they are at, which you happen to be right next to.
Yep.
And a body may or may not just made a slight impression on the outward side of it.
Who does it sound like is still in charge of the conversation on the other side?
Oh, no one's in charge of the conversation. It's kind of gone into full-ass chaos.
It's just fighting now, huh?
Well, that's when you see the door and the imprint, everyone looks to it, and hands are reaching for guns and such. And that's when our lovely other motley crew has pulled into the into the parking lot, but they have not gotten to the store yet.
Who are we still on then? Are we still on me or are we on them?
I'm letting them know that they have arrived yet. They've arrived, but I'm wanting to know your reaction.
All right. To them arriving or to
the body in the door and people's hands slowly going to their guns.
He'll just say out loud, right, I got this, and we are going to surge strength because otherwise 1 dot of strength probably ain't going to be enough for this.
This is true.
That's a pass. We are going to try to kick that door down.
Okay. That works. Good. Okay. Sure.
Listen, the Archon deals with problems in 2 ways. Talk it out or shoot it until it's no longer a problem. And it looks like the talking's already done. So...
This is fair. Batman. What you need, Batman? While he's rolling, you guys have gotten parked. You guys have gotten out of the car, and you guys are heading towards the bookstore where you see the inverted trucks. They're trying to keep people out. That's where you guys are at. And where's your roll? Okay, there you go. What's the roll?
5 crit.
Yeah? Yeah? You don't do anything by halfsies. Not by a long shot.
No.
And... Yes, Bemmy. Yes, it does. And you go and just kick that door. And, yeah. You hear 2 kind of mid-screams. One's a woman's scream. One's which is very, like, it's masculine, but it's more of a grunt and a tumble down the stairs and a, ugh. You know? And when you look through, you'll see this man you knew as Eric. Oh, he stepped away. My bad. Sorry, getting thing and yeah. Okay, so while he's gone, you are going to the door. The door of this place. There's two guys standing by it. Now, if anyone's got Dawn, you guys could definitely try and use it. However, yeah, they're just kind of looking at y'all.
You said hands are going to guns earlier, so that means that they are very obviously armed.
Oh, yeah, everyone's very obviously armed. The guys inside have hands on guns. The two guys at the door do not yet because they're not aware of the situation at hand yet.
Gotcha. Charles is going to let Morgan take lead on this because, again, sheriff, that's his responsibility.
And
Head up, shoulders back, aw.
of course! Why not? Tommy's just going, yeah, venture gonna venture.
And this stupid dice says pocket glitter at the ready.
Tommy's still sitting in the car watching Morgan get out, head up, shoulders back. Aw, just like every time. Every single time.
No.
Now you understand why.
Just like him.
Tommy, give me a wits and insight on that.
I would love to. So, do I still have witch roused? Or is this a
Yeah.
new scene?
No, a lot.
Charles just 100% sees this as just normal Ventru shit.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay. Crit 6.
You notice that Morgan never used to do that, and then there were two incidents fairly close together where other members of the coterie took aggravated damage. And then, since then, whenever there is shit kicking off, or shit might be kicking off, Morgan has been popping off.
See, I think it ruins the awe a little bit that you generally do this with a squirrel armed with glitter on your shoulder.
I thought she was in the pocket.
Well, right now your pocket's armed with glitter.
Listen,
But
Tommy's got
normally-
zero problem. If Morgan would like to make himself a target, Tommy's got zero problem with that, as long as it does not make Tommy a target by proxy.
Now I'm
That's
just
fine.
seeing Morgan just going pocket glitter.
But Tommy's problem is, I thought we were coming here for a talk, and the first thing you're gonna do is start flexing. Okay, all right.
We're coming here to talk to the dead guy.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So, while you guys
Listen,
are...
we're kindred. You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
I mean, they're all dead.
Which dead guy?
They're all dead, guys! While you guys are heading towards that door, and Kyle is kicked in that other door, as you guys go to the main door, and Kyle is kicked into the back door, Eric has fallen back and tumbled down the stairs. And Anita has been flung, and she's done several acrobatic ways to land and pop back up. So she's kind of almost like on a rickety kind of laddered platform.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just looking to the door to see who did that.
Well, here's the fun thing about having a cover that is an anarch. Sometimes I just get to be a little shithead for no reason.
You needed to be an anarch for that?
You haven't seen me play it full on cam yet.
No, some of us
When
have,
it's
so
a
we
cam,
know.
it's a big shithead.
Yes,
Right.
but not openly. There's a time and a place for it.
So
So-
when it's an anarch, it's just a pile of shit. When it's a cam, it's in a brown bag.
No. An anarch is a shit bag,
Okay.
and a camarilla is a shit box because a box is nicer.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
The bot's just a pile of shit then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, wouldn't the Sabbat be like a carved Greek statue just made out of shit? I mean, that seems like the kind of thing they would do.
Look, it doesn't matter because they're all on fire anyway. So like,
Yeah.
Fossilized. It's the fossilized shit. That's the
yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's just all the elders.
Not wrong. So, what is Kyle doing?
Kyle.
Well, Malachi, Kyle, you.
Yeah. Yep. Malachi is Is there anything wooden nearby?
No, ironically, this is all metal.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Just when you need just when you need some wood.
Mm-hmm. We shall have to fix this situation. And we'll have to remedy that situation starting next game.
What, you don't carry wood on you at all times?
No, that's Rhett. Anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so, we are going to take up the door with my body.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super wide, but, it's a normal door. So, it's like one person can jam it up if they're standing shoulders towards the door frame.
Mm-hmm.
And Malachi is a tall-ass motherfucker in a cowboy hat. So he is going to stand there.
Mm-hmm.
Rapid reflexes the guns.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to shoot the person who is attacking Anita.
Mm-hmm.
Because she is the one he was sent to negotiate with.
Yes, she was.
It just also helps that, if he just, if he puts the tower in torpor, it'll probably make him look good with the Anarch Mini Baron.
Mm-hmm.
So, rapid reflexes. Let's do, and, I am making 2 surges.
Fair enough. I had to make a surge, and he's got rapid reflexes. This is fine.
Oh, no, don't bother rolling.
Okay.
Really don't bother rolling,
Okay.
unless he has 5 dots of celerity.
No, he doesn't. No.
Because, surging composure,
Oh,
pass.
fuck. Okay.
Unerring aim.
Oh, fuck you. Now, you know what?
I failed that one, so I'm at hunger 2.
That's the fuck you.
All right.
And one more because of power bonus.
How many dice have you got?
I need a camera.
Oh boy.
Everybody's dead.
Can we hear this?
I mean, he's got revolvers. They aren't silenced.
Great. As soon as we hear this, I'm popping that that
not
lovely
only
little
not
shadow
only
clip.
can you hear it, but as often as you've been in shootouts alongside him, you probably recognize the guns by now.
Sure as hell do.
You want to know the funny part?
Yo,
I said I'd give myself 15 minutes to see if combat would start. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. He said he's going to shoot guns just as they hit one.
so, how do you want me to send this to you?
Gilded, because I can only have one thing up at a time. Because potato.
Fair.
Poor potato. It tried so hard. It got so far.
I'm gonna put it in another breath so everyone can see it.
Okay.
So upon hearing the shit show that he's causing, I'm going to be on Morgan's shoulder with 2 fistfuls of glitter, waiting for it to reach us.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, upon hearing this, Tommy is going to rouse Dex, pop Shadow Cloak, rouse Strength, pop Prowess.
Morgan sends the storyteller some rouses, and when he hears gunfire, he will power walk towards it.
I'm going to assume that Charles just goes, here's my checklist of shit I'm rousing and putting up, so don't worry about it.
Yep. Pretty much.
So that is 15 with a crit and a messy crit.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And then we get +3 because of his guns.
How the
Yeah.
fuck?
I mean, I could go crit fishing.
No!
Do it! Do it!
No, I'm not going to go crit fishing.
You don't have to roll 1 die! Oh my god!
Wow.
Do it. Do it.
What?
Do it. Just do it.
Yeah,
just for
no,
funsies.
go for the Yahtzee.
Do it. Go for broke.
Okay, I'll spend a willpower, and you know what? To
spend
make
that
it a bit more
willpower.
fair, I will re-roll 3 black dice.
No. What? No. We're supposed to
Fuck the
Yahtzee
Yahtzee.
here.
We Yahtzeed anyway, added another crit.
Oh, fuck
Nice.
you.
So, wait, I lose. So I lost 2 successes, and then I gained, which brought me down to 13, and then I got 4, put me up to 17, 18, 19, 20, with the damage bonus.
That's a 20 triple crit.
No. It, like I said, that the 20 is after the damage bonus, and then we have everything because it's still superficial damage because it's just revolvers.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of it, after having that, is still 10 superficial that this guy is taking in a single go.
So here's my question to you. Resilience and toughness.
Resilience just adds health blocks.
Yes, but toughness.
Toughness, how many fortitude dots does this person have? 2?
4.
4. Then it becomes 6 superficial that this guy just took in a single go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got you. So, what happens with that is, yes, you guys hear that. You hear all that. Tommy and everyone has popped everything they possibly known to man. And Squirrel.
Yep.
And the guys at the door look at you guys, look back and go, fuck.
Morgan's gonna rouse charisma. He is not hungrier. I just rolled a 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to roll. Let's see. I'm gonna roll a persuasion check.
Okay. And Tommy, you're popped and ready. Are you going to try and go in, or are you going to wait for?
I just rolled crit 8 on stealth
Okay.
with the shadow cloak, and I'm gonna go in.
What are you doing, Charles?
So Charles has both toughness and Defy Bane roused,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just standing there with his hands behind his back, waiting for Morgan's cue.
I just rolled a flat 5 persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Stand aside, boys. You don't need to be a part of this. Let us through.
Now you're making me roll dice. God damn it.
I'm gonna hold up a fistful of glitter to emphasize this point.